Zara and Zen have decided to have a competition between them. Do you know what they are competing about? They had undertaken the responsibility of decorating their garden with beautiful plants. So, what was the competition all about? It was a simple competition involving the planting and raising of a plant. The duo decided that the one whose plant would grow and flower first would be the winner of the competition. Zen planted some seeds, while Zara cleverly planted a branch of a rose sapling. How did Zara do that? She cut a branch of a fully grown rose plant which had some buds on it. She then carefully placed it in moist soil. Within a few days, Zara's rose plant had already begun growing roots and shoots. What was the state of Zen's plant? It had just begun appearing out of the ground. Within a few weeks' time, Zara's rose plant had a beautiful rose on it. Wah! And she won the competition. What is this novel method used by Zara called? Well, we call it as vegetative propagation. When parts of the body of a parent plant give rise to a whole new plant, we term it as vegetative propagation. We can use the stem, leaves, roots, or shoots of a plant to carry out such a method of reproduction. How many individual parent plants does the plant require here? Just one, and therefore we call it as an asexual mode of reproduction. Which was the main advantage of this method of reproduction as seen in the competition? It was a very quick mode of reproducing a new plant, and it did not have to undergo the long process of germination of the seed. There are several other advantages we will be studying in our coming videos. Now let us study the various ways in which vegetative reproduction can take place. The most basic way of vegetative propagation is the process of cutting. A part of the plant is cut and placed in the soil. But one must take care to see that there are at least a few buds present on the cutting. Once this cutting is placed in the moist soil or manure, it will grow roots and shoots of its own, and eventually a new plant will be formed. The second type of vegetative propagation is called as grafting. In grafting, there are two plants which are involved. Two plants? How is that possible? Here's how it works. One plant is a matured plant with roots. Another is a cutting from a desired plant. The matured plant is called as the stalk, while the cutting is called as the scion. A slanting cut is made on the main plant, and a similar cut is made at the base of the scion. Both these are placed one above the other, and we should be careful in placing their cambium or their vascular tissues in an aligned manner. They act like pipes which will help transport materials to the new scion. In case it does not align, the scion will wither due to lack of nutrition. Anything else we need to do? Once the two cut parts are joined, it is important to tie them tight with a cloth. We must also cover with a polythene sheet in order to prevent any infection. What do you think will happen in a few days? The wounds of the two plants will heal and the cells will join and form one single plant. The scion will then be an integral part of the stalk, and it will gain nutrition and also produce flowers and fruits. What do you think are the advantages of such a method of reproduction? The desired characteristics of the scion will be merged with that of the stalk. The scion will also be able to produce seeds and flowers in a short span of time. There are a few more types of vegetative propagation which we will see in our next lesson. I'm sure you will enjoy learning about them.